Okay, Crissy Field. You've heard Crissy Field mentioned tonight. Crissy Field was bay. We have to go back to when it was marsh and bay. And that is then later an Army base. An Army base, then later an exposition and a racetrack. So we mapped those layers of history. We were hired by the National Park Service and the Golden Gate National Parks Association to create a national park on this site, 100-acre national park on this site. So we traced the layers of history, the significance, the history of significance by the National Park Service, the two different airfields and airstrips, as well as what was at one time all marshland. And we had to look at then the conditions when we started this project. People loved this site, believe it or not. It was acres of asphalt, chain link fence, and empty hangars. But people loved it because they could take their dogs there and let them off leash. They could board sail. It turns out most board sailors in San Francisco are lawyers. So we had to pay attention. So we went to our first public meeting, people were mad. And we're like, wait, we're just here to listen. But we were able to create this. And though we moved, people told me, don't mess it up. We moved 100,000 cubic yards of dirt, but it feels like it's always been there. So we restored the tidal marsh, and we paid homage to and restored the grassy airfield and traced the pattern of the paved airstrip that came later. So this became this and this. 1.2 million people visit Crissy Field every year. We were very pleased and recently it won the ASLA Landmark Award for a project that's been at least 20 years in existence that has transformed a community, a place, and been an asset for people